Airbnb secrets that nobody's talking about but me. Why is it that coaches and gurus are not giving you the real data? They're giving you the pie in the sky. They're giving you the 30,000 foot view, but they're not giving you the weeds on how to get your very first property. I wish I would have known everything in this video about 6 or 7 years ago. So my hopes is that by the end of this video, you know exactly how to get your very first property in 30 days or less. Let's get right into it. Maybe you're struggling to get your first property because you don't know what location to even start with. You're wondering, should I even buy a property or should I just rent the property and get the landlord's permission to put it on Airbnb? Maybe you're someone who's like, look, I've got a property, but how do I know the numbers even work? How do I know that, what if I did find the right property? How would I get that landlord to say, yes, you can take my property and put it on Airbnb? Let's talk about it. The first secret that I think that nobody's talking about is why would we go to apartments versus houses? So the secret is do not go to apartments, go single family first. And here's why. If you go to apartments, I want you to picture that you're pitching a business. The reason is because an apartment complex is actually a business. They are going to require business credit, personal credit check, to make sure your finances are in order, to make sure your taxes are done, X, Y, Z. So it's a lot more stringent than Bob, who owns 123 Lala Street, single family house. In the beginning of getting into your journey, do not search for apartments or condos. Search townhouses or a single family house. This is going to save you a lot of time, and you don't know how many people that come to me and say, hey, Mike, I need help. I can't get these apartments. You don't go to apartments first. What you do is you build business credit alongside while you're getting your couple deals, single family houses, and then your business credit will build to your IntelliScore, your Paydex score can be above 80. Then you can walk into apartment complexes and do corporate leasing. Number 2, and that is stop looking at properties in all different places. I'm going to give you the secret. The secret is to actually go to Zillow.com. Don't look on all these other platforms. Don't drive around, look for signs that say for rent. Don't go bug your family and say, hey, can I take one of your properties and put it on Airbnb? That doesn't work. Guys, go to Zillow.com. In the top left corner, when you get on Zillow, go into cities that are warmer climates. I want you to think of Texas, the bottom of California, Arizona, Nevada, Florida, Georgia, Nashville. These are warmer climates. This is where people go when they are traveling. This is where people go for Airbnbs. Try to be around one of the 4 H's when you're finding a property: hills, hospitals, hotels, and H2O. If you can be around a property that has hills, you're going to do well. If you can be around a property that has nice hotels, not the baby ones, not the $100 ones, but the $250, the Marriott's, the Four Seasons, right? The Hyatt. That's a great property if you can find a rental around those. What about the hospitals, travel nurses, doctors, chiropractors, and actually people going through surgery? This is the lane that I play in and I teach my students. High caliber clients. That's a great move. And then you've got H2O, and I kind of sprinkle this one in, and that is you can have a property that has a pool or has a hot tub or it's got a lake or an ocean view at the location at the property. You will always do better than properties that don't. The number 1 searched amenity in Airbnb is a swimming pool. Number 2 is a hot tub. Number 3, a little workstation so somebody can put their laptop down and they can work while they're there. Number 4, a game room. And number 5 is a king bed. These are the 5 things that people look for. So if you can get a king bed, 1 king bed for 3 bedrooms, you should always have a king bed. You should always have an accent wall painted a different color, pastel color behind the master bedroom. You should always do something on the ceiling if you can, right? Some kind of decor, some kind of cool design, or maybe even just cheaply painted a different color, right? You should have green plants, small green plants, big, like white greenery always gets people attractive. I have seen 200 to 300% increase in bookings by going with a professional photographer at $6 a photo. You spend $200, you get the professional photos, and it makes a world of a difference from using your cell phone to take photos of the inside. And that leads me to number 3. Think about these areas that I'm telling you. They are really strong occupancy areas. You do better in these areas because I've got students there. I just gave you the insider. I just gave you some areas that really work. That deserves a thumbs up and a subscribe on this channel because everybody is not going to give you the real deal Holyfield. Okay, I'm going to give you the Mike Tyson. I'm the Mike Tyson, guys. You guys got to get over it. I'm your trainer. Okay, I'm your coach. I'm the best in the industry. And if you want the best in the industry, you got to come to me because I'm going to help you get a property faster than anybody on this planet. And that leads me straight into number 4. And that is this: stop pitching Airbnb when talking to landlords. First of all, you should never talk to a landlord. Okay? If you and I work together, you'll never talk to a landlord. You're not talking to a landlord. Why would you even have the audacity to get on the phone with a landlord with no credibility, no background, no Airbnbs, no website? You're very low, LLC has no age on it. You don't pitch Airbnb. Why? Because Airbnb not only is the number 1 platform for short-term rentals, but it is also the most well-known on the news. So think about ABC, NBC, right? Fox News. All these places have got Airbnb all over them. And essentially what's happening is people are going in there, people are partying, people are trashing the place, people have died in them, and it's made a bad rap. And because of that, when a landlord hears Airbnb on a call, they're thinking immediately, I'm getting my place trashed. No way am I having people going in and out of my property. How do we solve that? You solve it by saying this: we are a corporate leasing company, Mr. Landlord. We have travel nurses, doctors, chiropractors, business professionals, CEOs, and relocators. Sometimes they stay for 2 to 3 days. Sometimes our travel nurses will stay for 2 to 3 months. What we do is we make sure, Mr. Landlord, your property stays in for sale condition the entire lease. The reason for that is we have a professional cleaning crew that comes in once a week and deep cleans the property. Any maintenance on the property under $1,000, we're going to stay out of your hair. We're going to fix it ourselves. We're not like a traditional tenant where the batteries are missing out of a remote. We're going to call you. We're going to be the best tenant you've ever had. We have no smokers and no pets. Okay? We're looking to do a long-term lease with you over 2 years to show you we're serious and we're ready to move forward. Okay? When I get on a call, I'm not trying to waste time. I know you're trying to rent your property, Mr. Landlord, and we're serious and we're ready to rent the property right now. What is the next step? Do you want to send us over your lease? You see how I pitched that? If you just got that out of the video right here, it was worth every single second that you watched. I told you I'm dropping gems for you today. And that leads me right into number 6, and that is this: you got to know your market. I just told you some cities. You guys need to have data and software. If you don't have AirDNA, and I don't mean the freebie version because you're a freeple, that's for people that want everything for free, or the cheaples that want everything for cheap. Get the paid service, the good one, okay? Don't have skewed numbers. That's like getting into your car without brakes and saying, I'm just gonna make it anyway. Don't do it. This is the reason why the failure rate is so high. It's over 80% people fail in their first year in Airbnb. Why is that? Because they don't know their numbers. And the number 1 reason is they can't pay a landlord. Why couldn't they pay a landlord? Because they don't understand occupancy. They can't get enough people to stay at their place. So they're coming out of pocket every month, and you can only come out of pocket every little bit every month. We go, I'm not doing this anymore. This sucks. Airbnb sucks. It's oversaturated. It doesn't work. No, it doesn't. You suck. You suck. Not you, because you're watching this. You guys are here learning. And the more you learn, the more you earn. But everybody else sucks. You have to know the market. You have to know that when you go to the good services like AirDNA and you understand you pay the top premium price. My students don't pay for it. We pay $2,000 a year for the software. My students do not pay for it. They get access to my corporate username and password. Now, when you're looking at a market in AirDNA, because you're not a freeple and you're not a cheapo and you said, I don't want to work with Mike, then you do it yourself. I'm okay with that. Just understand that you have to know the market. You should be looking for these 4 metrics. Number 1, you should be looking for a property that when you put the information into AirDNA, it has a market score over 70. It goes from 0 to 100. You should make sure that your occupancy is above 60%. You should make sure that the market has more than 250 people that are Airbnb-ing in the city, but less than 10,000. That's your sweet spot. You should also make sure that the ADR, the average daily rate for that area, is above $150, so you're not competing with the rinky-dink, La Quintas and the Days Inn hotels, okay? This is how you know a market. This is how you do property market research. You can also go straight into Airbnb itself. Go to Airbnb.com. Go in as a traveler. Look in the city that you're thinking about doing an Airbnb in. Try to book 2 or 3 days. Right now, we're in March, okay? So if you go into Airbnb.com as a traveler in the city you're looking for and you try to book out 4 or 5 days and you can't find 4 or 5 days, you know the market is strong. If you go to their, you can see right there on their calendar, go to book it. It's going to look at, you're going to see their availability. You're going to see how much you're charging per night. So now you know what you can charge per night and you know that they're booked out. You can see their occupancy for the month. If it's got all blue because it's booked out, which is what it'll look like, then guess what? It's a good area for Airbnb. But if you go there and it's a wide open calendar for the rest of March and April's wide open and May's wide open, I probably would stay away. Model, mimic, and master what other people are doing. And if it's working for them, it should work for you as well. I don't care about money. I care about helping you. So if you want help, you put the word Airbnb in comments, and then I'm going to reach out to you. Okay? Or you shoot me a text. I'll give you my business cell phone, 904-864-8828, 904-864-8828. You text me, put the word Airbnb, let me reach out to you directly, only if you're serious and you're not somebody who wants to sit on the sidelines like, one day it'd be nice to have an Airbnb. I'm looking for one little baby property first, but I'm not a good coach for that. You want to scale to the moon? You guys want to do this as a full-time career eventually, whether you're not working 9 to 5 now or not, I can help you to do this. But you got to be truly serious, have the right expectation, have the right mindset. You got to have a little bit of money. Don't call me with $300 and say, I want to do Airbnbs. Come on, let's, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to be realistic here and also have realistic expectations. I want to help you. If you guys truly want help, you know how to find me now. You watch this video and you find me. I'm the best in the game. I'm the best in the business. And if you want a property in less than 30 days, you text me the word Airbnb to the cell phone I just gave you and watch the magic happen. God bless, be safe. Subscribe, thumbs up, and then text me if you need help. Let's roll.